What's up, YouTube? Well, you know who I am by now. I'm going to do my Raw review from March 7th of 2016. A couple days late, like I said, I don't watch wrestling live, or maybe even the day after. I try to do that, probably the day after. So here we go, Raw from March 7th, 2016. Here we go. First, we got Shane McMahon comes out and does a promo and says how he's going to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania this year. Blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And then Vince comes out and says, remember what you said? I disown you, blah, 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 this and that. And he takes a picture of him and Shane years ago and puts it on the Titantron. And then he steps on it, to make his case that he's not his son anymore. So, and then Shane, and then he sends security guards down there, and Shane beats up the security guards, and that was it. That was the first 10-15 minutes of the show. Huge pop for Shane, and well, when Vince first started to come out, Undertaker's music hit, or the gong did, and then Vince's music hit right away, and then Vince walks out strutting, and were you expecting somebody else? That was quite funny, but that was that. Shane and Vince talking, Shane beats up security guards, and that was the first 15 minutes of the show, and the first match of the night, well, the first match I saw, remember, I watch Raw on Hulu, so I don't know what they cut out and what they put in. I don't have cable. Sorry for your inconvenience. So the first match I saw on Raw was Kevin Owens versus Adrian Neville, and that was a great match. Neville did a couple spots in there that he did a backwards red arrow. What he did was his back was turned towards Owens, and Owens was on the mat, and he did the red arrow backwards, what it looked like. And then Owens kicked out of that, and then he did a spot off the top onto the floor. It was standing shooting star press. That was cool. Owens kicked out of that one. Owens fought back after that, and Owens ended up winning with a roll up using the tights. So Kevin Owens gets the victory over Adrian Neville. And then after the match, Owens wasn't finished. Owens was gonna powerbomb Neville on the apron like he did Sami Zayn a while back, and what he did to John Cena. While he was about to do that, speak of the devil. While he was about to do that, Sami Zayn music hit, and Sami Zayn ran down to the ring, and Owens couldn't believe it, so they started trading punches, left and right, trading punches, and Sami Zayn ended up getting the upper hand, and Owens ended up walking up the ramp, and that was pretty cool to see. Huge pop for Sami Zayn, and I think it's going to be, obviously, they should put Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. Hasn't been announced yet, I don't think, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that would be an awesome match at WrestleMania. And that was that. Let's see. Oh, Ambrose comes out and does a promo of how he's going to turn the company upside down when he wins the championship at the Roadblock this Saturday. The 12th, I think, of March. I think it's the 12th of March. And then Triple H comes out and says, I don't think so. They both do promos back and forth, blah, 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 blah. And that was that. And the next match was Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch versus Tamina and Naomi. And Banks and Lynch ended up winning that match by disqualification because Charlotte interfered and beat up both Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. So it was a little, thing before the WrestleMania match. The triple threat for the Divas title, women's title at WrestleMania. And um and then the next match that was on Raw that I saw was AJ Styles and Chris Jericho versus the New Day for the Tag Team Championships. Very good match. AJ Styles did a couple spots in that match that were awesome. I mean, what can you say? He's phenomenal. He really is. He's something else. And the fans were totally behind AJ. They were chanting AJ Styles practically almost the whole match. And it was a really good match. I thought that match could have been the main event the way it was going. But the New Day ended up retaining their belts. This New Day wins. They're still the tag team champions as of right now. And after the match, AJ was on the mat, or Jericho was on the mat. AJ tried to help him up, and Jericho hit him with not one but two code breakers. And Jericho, that's just Chris Jericho. If anybody didn't see that coming sooner or later, they're idiots, because I knew that was coming. And he's jealous because the fans like AJ more than him. Blah blah this, blah blah that. And I smell a match at WrestleMania, AJ versus Chris Jericho. That'll be one hell of a match. That's gonna be an awesome match, if that happens, which I hope it does. And I hope AJ goes over. And that was that segment. And then I guess what Hulu has is the main event, and which is Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. I'm a huge Bray Wyatt fan. I hope he gets his push, but we'll get into that in a minute. It was a good match overall. And, of course, Ambrose wins by DQ with the Wyatt family interfering. They didn't interfere right away. The match went on pretty good until they interfered late, and all members of the Wyatt family beat up Dean Ambrose. And then Triple H's music hit, came down, was to pick up the pieces. And what he when he was gonna do that, Bray Wyatt got in Triple H's face and just stared at him for what seemed to be 5 minutes, but it was only like a couple seconds. And what he did was, the fans started cheering, and what he did was he put his hands on the World Heavyweight belt, signifying that he wants a title shot. And I hope that's the push that they give Bray Wyatt. I mean, it's pretty much a travesty what they're doing to Bray as booking wise. So we'll see what happens from there. But the Wyatt family left the ring, and Triple H was left there to pick up the pieces. And he tried. He went out to clear off the announce table, and he came back in the ring, but Dean caught him with dirty deeds and left Triple H laying there. So Triple H laying there, Dean Ambrose there, holding the championship belt, signifying, what could happen this Saturday. I don't know. I mean, we could get swerved. I hope we do, just to shake up WrestleMania, but I highly doubt it. Triple H will probably retain, but you'll know my reaction there when I do a live reaction for that. So that was Raw as far as I saw. I'm sorry if I missed anything. Again, I watched it on Hulu, so that's that. Now I wanted to say that want you guys to know that I was doing reactions to all the wrestling shows. I'm probably only going to do live reactions to the Ring of Honor television shows and their pay-per-views. I'll just do a review on the Raws like I'm doing now. I don't know. I'm super busy. I mean, I want to edit my videos, so, but whatever. I'll do my reviews for Raw like this, and for I'll start doing NXT too. And but I'll still do my live reactions for any WWE pay-per-view, any Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and any Ring of Honor shows. Again, I know The reason I'm doing that is because Ring of Honor, in my mind, well, it's my favorite wrestling program, wrestling content right now. So I want to do that. Don't I love the I love the WWE. Don't get me wrong, I do. I always will. But I just want to do reviews like this for Raw. So there you have it. There's Raw review. If you have any questions, comments, go down below. Remember to subscribe. And see you guys later.